Samurott is back and ready for action. If you missed a team builder for this or the previous live, they're all in the same video, or they're both in the same video. It'll be the one with the Samurott. I don't think it'll be the one right before this. I think it might be. I think the video before this will be the road to top 10. Definitely, if you haven't checked that out, the one I'm doing with Joey, it's getting crazy. We're getting really close. So definitely do not want to miss that. As my opponent's 1757, we are at 1836. Depending on what we get today, I might shoot for 1900. But yeah, very Dragon Weak team. Terra Dragon Dragapult should one shot or two kill his entire team. Samurott is walled by Pex. If I was Terra Water, I'd probably 2-KO his Pex, but then I have to hit Hydro Pump. I'd rather have to hit Draco Meteor, though I wouldn't be shocked to see it be Terra Fairy Pex. But if it's Terra Fairy Pex, then Samurott gets opened up. So Gambit is also dangerous, but the problem with Gambit is that I likely have to Terra to get the full usage, meaning, you know, to guard against the Chomp and Tusk, and that will allow his Ditto to come in and just chop me, because I won't have the typing resistance anymore. So let's break it down. Samurott offensively, the GOAT, especially if I commit to Pult Dracoing, weaken the Pex, because I likely 2-KO it, and that will open up my water spam. Gambit's just gonna have to do Gambit things. The Cerulege, let me think. The Cerulege, he has no Spore Fodder, so that's gonna be useful. The Cerulege, how do I beat that? Suppose if he doesn't Terra, I mean, even if he Terras my Pelipper walls Cerulege. Okay, never mind. Pelipper walls Cerulege. Pelipper actually guards pretty solidly against the majority of his team. Toxapex is the only thing that can come in and have Amoonguss. So yeah, it's between Pelipper and Amoonguss. It's very difficult for him to beat my team. If it's Acrobatics, Roaring Moon, that's going to be problematic. What we're going to do, phase 1, is going to offensively destroy him. As he leads with Pult himself. The upside of this is that I can pivot to Amoonguss. I could have let Amoonguss as well, but now he knows I'm Specs. He could U-turn Dracos, as he should. I was gonna say that the upside of this is that his only Spore switching would have been switching his Ditto into my Amoonguss, which I actually don't mind. So he goes to Toxapex and get regen, which is fantastic. Now this has its pros and cons, primarily because I likely have to Tusk, but at the same damn time, what I'm concerned about is the Roaring Moon. But at the same time, so he pivots. This is phenomenal because I get to go to my Ditto here. It's obviously he's gonna go to. It could double. I could see him double sporing, but let me think. If I pivot to Gambit, I get, and he double spores, I put him to sleep, or he goes to Pex, and the Pex, I Sword Zance. No, if he goes Pex, what do I want to do? The Pex is very hard for me to one shot. I'll Giga Drain just straight up then, because I know the Pex is coming. It's Black Sludge, which is good to know. He hasn't burnt any sleep turn as he pivots to Tusk. I don't get why the emphasis on the Tusk pivot is so high with this one, but what we're gonna do is rocks. He's removed it. He's trying to do the same to me, but I'm naturally faster, so this gives me the edge. He's trying to catch my Pult, but I mean I have the edge here. So yeah, especially because I'm going to spin and outspeed you, unless you Cerulege. But that's a misplay. What the fuck is Cerulege gonna do? I'm gonna rocks here, Terra Grass. Oh, that's what it's gonna do. Okay. Pelipper hard. Cover Bitter Blade. I forgot I have Drizzle, but he shouldn't be able to knock me out. Yeah, and Hurricane does way too much. Shadow Sneak does take away my rain, which is a little annoying. If he took 83, does that mean he's calc? But that's no investment though. That's Pelipper, no investment. And he gave up his Terra, so I know he's not using his brain. Sarah, because he could have played his specs very differently. Sarah, Joe, you woke up. I didn't know, or you Sorzance. Terra, let's use fighting since it's the same hurricane. So yeah, so he's that spread. He could be max speed. Okay, so if he could be max speed, that would mean that, what does this run? Could have CC. I could go Mungus, Terra Water, and Sludge Bomb. I mean, I can't Terra Dragon. Do I need a Terra Dragon though? I'd like to Terra Dragon, but I don't need to anymore because he's just thing is asleep. Okay, so a Hurricane here, Bitter Blades for some damage. Because if I have Mungus with the Rain, boom boom, Sludge Bomb should do him in. Alternatively, I'd have to go to Gambit. Gambit's the only way I wouldn't have to Terra. I'd go Gambit and Sucker. He'd Shadow Sneak infinitely. But I'll end up winning that. Do I need to save my Terra? Right now Tusk is really problematic for him. But I lost my item. It's a bit greedy. It's a bit greedy, but he's gonna attack me straight up. He's not gonna sneak. I know these. I know they're kind. I just wanted to see if there was another route where I wouldn't have to play the risk game. He's knocking here. I know they're kind, but it's all about. I could pull here. That's a bit greedy. So let's take the fact that we don't have to deal with rocks anymore. I'll spin here and use the speed tier for my advantage. The speed boost to my advantage. He doesn't know my speed tier. Chomps. That's fine as I get to Among Us in the rain. Unfortunate. Oh, he's Outrage. He's Bandit Outrage. Okay. Nice. Bandit Outrage. So the next turn I'd be able to. Oh yeah. Let me think. Do I just sack this? Which meant my Tusk would have been able to eat that. But I still want Tusk though. Tusk destroys something every time it comes in. If he knocks me out and he doesn't wake up, I get to get a kill. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Do I need my health on Gambit? Gambit might be a solution to a potential Terraflying Roaring Moon. So I'm actually gonna give this up. You can have it. Gets confused. And I go Pult here and I Draco Meteor. Pex. Sunny. He's double switching. Just based on how he plays, I know what he'll do, but fuck. That wasn't even that's gonna bite me in the ass so much. The Garchomp would have died. That would have eased this game so much. Now I'm still in a bind. Cause now he's gonna double back again. Man, that's such a fucking bummer. Okay. Tusk won't die. That's the upside. Cause I know what he's gonna do. It's not like it's nothing profound. It's just fucking annoying when I get the luck. When he gets the luck. I can't Terra. That's the upside. If he outrages, that's better. Is the earthquake damage better, or is rocks better? I think rocks are better actually. Z just goes for EQ. So now, fuck, man. Actually, should have went to. No. That's super frustrating, man. That second miss. What is Draco Meteor? So the upside of this is that the Ditto, one, I know he's just gonna go for U-turn here, but it doesn't really matter, cause me going to Samurott, is just, yeah, like I could have Dracoed again there. It's very low risk, but he just took a bunch of damage for no reason, which allowed me to go Gambino and SD. She doesn't want. You can't go Ditto. Well, you could go Roaring Moon and see. If he copies me. Yeah, it's not, okay. So if I Terra Flying here, the Ditto comes in and copies me. I think it copies me being Terra Flying though. But I'm gonna take the kill here. Yeah, because the Roaring Moon is a bitch. The Ditto comes in. Spawn 4, but it has to Sucker Punch lock. If it doesn't Sucker Punch lock, oh, it isn't steal. It doesn't copy the Terra. So he should. Actually, no. Let's think. The worst case scenario would be, because the problem is I don't have Fire Stab. So I don't have Fire Move. So if he suckers, he loses if I SD. If he kowtows and I go to maybe I shouldn't have played it this way. I don't know why I thought he copied the Terra type. See if he suckered. Kowtows, which I figured as much. So this is what it's gonna come down to. Is it does he leave the Gambit in? Yeah, he does. But it's Sucker Punch. I Sucker Punch, knock him out now. So he goes to Pix, but I'm alone. Fallen 5. He'll knock me out with Sucker if I. Let me see how much this does. Oh shit, that does a lot. Needs Toxic, perfect. Which means that now I guarantee win. I knew he'd Toxic that turn. Fuck. Who uses Baneful? Your shit, bro. Your shit for having Baneful. I still Sucker though. This is a tough turn. If I Sucker, I'm gonna. I don't think he can knock me out with Kowtow. He suckered. Yeah, he might have knocked me out actually. That was very close. Just because of the Garchomp miss. The Garchomp miss, that game is nowhere near that close. Because Tusk would be alive. And his Garchomp would be dead. Then Tusk, having the Earthquake from Tusk, especially because he wasn't Terra Flying, he wasn't Acrobatics Roaring Moon, it was a wash. Dragapult, I'm going to need you to stay consistent here. Especially on important games. There we go. Important games. I'm laughing to myself. Important games, right? Very important. Samurott has yet to do shit all these games. I'm really playing with 5 mons. Really just playing with 5 mons out here. Pelipper is great. Just great. Tusk for the Gambino. This is a game where Samurott can do stuff and it also may not do shit. So let's see which one comes first. Want to be very mindful of that Dramazu, because that could sweep me. Easily counter sweep me because I'm not Fizz Def. Well, I suppose I have Terra Water Tusk. My Gambit's not max speed, so, and even if it was, it would be a speed tie, and if it's Jolly, it definitely outspeed me. So yeah, I want to be very mindful not to just mindlessly Draco. Shadow Ball is far superior in this game. It's not great, but it's superior. What to do here? If I Pelipper U-turn, I get to see what kind of Scarlet is. If I Amoonguss, yeah, Pelipper U-turning. What's the downside of that? Okay, because what I don't have a clear win con. Like there are things that could win, but he also has a lot of things that could be counters to me. So what I'm looking at is actually low-key Great Tuscan. So I'm gonna remove all the Great Tusk answers to Terra Water, which are Iron. This, because I'm gonna get the U-turn off here. I probably should have Hurricane there. It's a bad play. If Shadow Ball killed, I doubt he has Sucker, but there's not too much he wants U-turn on, right? So people like just mindlessly waste Meowscarada. It's a horrible way to use Meowscarada, especially because if you look at my team, it's not bad versus me. But so that situation happened. So we already removed the Meowscarada. So that's one thing for my Tusk. That's probably the best Tusk, like as far as on one shot. Now Iron Moth is the last one left. So if I go Amoonguss, that baits in Goldengo. If I go Samurott, that baits in Roaring Moon. I'm a Samurott. Let's see what his Samurott solution is. Samurott's very hard to one shot. If he goes Iron, it might bait Iron Moth out. And if he baits Iron Moth out, then it's likely the Iron Moth has a grass move. In which case I'd go hard Dragapult and Hydro Pump. Because this is useful. It's not the bulkiest thing in the world, but he goes Goldengo and this balloon. Please let me calculate this real quick, because this is a horrible decision. So this is the second thing that my Great Tusk doesn't like. I just want to see if I need to. I'm probably not even gonna risk the Hydro even if it kills. Goldengo, Air Balloon. That boy runs hella speed. Samurott. I'm very confident Samurott one shots this in the rain, but I'm specs, bro. This shit is gone. This shit is gone. Torrent boosted too, out of my sight. I should have factored in the fact that he's gonna bring me in a Torrent, because we learned yesterday that, or whenever we recorded that, Goldengo's Shadow Ball does so much to Samurott. So the only thing left is the Iron Moth, and my Great Tusk Terra waters and just washes. We want to force another Terra. So it goes Iron Moth and its speed boost. This is a little concerning. Not really, no. I just staying in Surf here. The reason it's not concerning, I get to go Gambit here and go for Katao without drawback because the rain is up. Yeah. Wow, that didn't kill. It's a sucker anyway. I wasn't gonna sucker, but excellent. Because now he actually BD'd. I didn't expect him to BD, and he's faster than me. As I said, my Great Tusk is gonna Aqua J here, so why the fuck not? I'm Gambit versus the other things on my team. Maybe. Let's see. So I get to go Tusk here and spin kill. He hasn't Terra. He might Terra now. The Aqua Jets, that did 22% to me. So it goes Roaring Moon. It's acrobatics but attack boosting. This is why I was like, it might be worth saving Gambit, but I'd have to not Terra because I'm really weak to this particular mon. And it's not even about like skill at this point. It's just I'm weak to Roaring Moon, you know. This particular set. So what would I need to do? I'd have needed to have. Well, he's attack boosting. That doesn't help me in this case. That actually makes things worse here. Yeah. Salus. pretty much it. Yeah, because I know he's gonna Terra flying. Oh wow, he's already faster than me. Never mind. Yeah, it's over with. I need some form of priority on this team. I need some form of priority because this is the second time. Well, I mean, I have King's Gambit. That's maybe I shouldn't have sat Gambit. I shouldn't have sat Gambit because I forgot he's gonna Terra, so I don't need my Terra flying. I just needed the Sucker Punch. That was a bad play on my end. I should have sacked Mung or something else. Definitely not Gambit, because this was I knew the Roaring Moon was gonna be a problem. So, but I blanked on the fact that he was gonna get the Terra flying, so he wouldn't resist Sucker Punch anymore. So it's a pretty sloppy loss on my end, but hey, it is what it is. Learn. Yeah, because I know I was like, in a moment I was like, there's a reason I shouldn't sack this Gambit. I suppose because the Roaring Moon before was banded. But I should always consider that situation. At the very least, we can predict. But yeah, it is what it is. The Samurott is essentially if I'd asked Floatzel or something, that wouldn't have mattered. So when you're using this team, you could swap out, obviously, for literally any other Raymon. But Samurott got a kill this time, so that's good. I mean, I've got another Roaring Moon, so... Will Jam learn from his mistakes? Stay tuned on the next episode. Dragon Ball Z. There's 3 dark types. All of which, yeah, flying moves just in general. Excuse me. Give me a hard time, but we're gonna win. We're gonna win. But that loss made it so that we won't go for 1900 in this vid. So I'd have to push to probably an hour. Tusk at the utmost. Especially when I had this whole game plan of winning with Tusk and didn't factor in the fact that I'm not bulk up. If I was bulk up, that wouldn't have mattered. Okay. So if I lead Pelipper, Surf. Yeah, I'm actually going to lead Pelipper, as odd as that sounds, because I'm max Spadef. If he does have Power Gem, which almost is never the case, this puts me in a good spot. What I also want to do is force him in a spot where even if he does have it, he has to think between, okay, do I hazard? And I also want Pelipper in versus potential Roaring Moon. So he Sludge Bombs, it doesn't do a KO, excellent. So that's what I meant. He could have probably rocked the second time, but he was like, no, I'm not gonna rock. I'm gonna go for this young move right here with a Sludge Bomb, thinking he was gonna do big damage, but it did little damage, very little. So here comes Jugular's probably speed, but does this still have a Hurricane? When the Rain Gambit likes this, I'll likely die. Sludge Bomb will likely die. My Rain doesn't really matter in this game. I don't want to go hard Gambit. I can go hard Gambit. But as we learned from the last game, Gambit is super important. So do I go hard Gambit on this? I'll take spikes and Hurricane damage. No Iron Head. Or do I just sack this straight up? I can't lose my Gambit. I'll sack it. I'm not sacking it, but I'll likely die, right? Unless he has Focus Blast or something. I mean, maybe these run something. If it does, then so be it. Okay, taunts, excellent. Excellent. So I think he does have something. I just don't know if it's Fire Blast. Like, I'd really be up. That took nothing from Iron Head for Fallen 1. It's the 80. I guess this was Space 90. Okay, just Hurricane. God bless. So you see how low I'd be. I took 31. That's if he didn't taunt. So he'd have Hurricaned twice. In fact, I might have died. So the Kataomon comes in. This is irrelevant because I have a Dragapult. I'm actually surprised. I'd be more surprised if he actually Shed Tails. I suppose he could just Shed Tail into... My big thing here is his Gambit. Is his Gambit no, fucking Hydra, so he can't Shed Tail. Probably try to though. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. That's a really big turn because I needed to stop him from being able to Shed Tail so that all his mons are out in the open. I still can't go Tusk. Oh, let's say he's staying in and go for what? What the fuck did these even run? Shellsprout, Sit Tail, Body Person one. I don't even know what they run. I don't want a Hydro because that gives his Roaring Moon a free setup, especially if it's booster. So what I'm gonna do is hard Samurott for the positioning because my rain is gone anyway. It's Iron Head. Okay, that's fine. So let's say that he goes to, yeah, the Ice Beam. Yeah, I'll Surf. Surf should do enough to Roaring Moon to where after a few fallen, Gambit can kill him, or push come to shove I can Terra on that. I don't want to, which is worse? I think the Gambit Terra flying is worse than the Roaring Moon. I wish I had the rain. That this wouldn't even be a conversation. I don't know how I could position. Terra is an interesting little thing, man, because I don't know their Terra types. I'm right outside of Goldengo's range, unless it's... I think the roll went up to 61, or a little over 61, maybe 63 or 68 or something. I think it did 58 to 68 or something like that. But I think he's trying to force me to, yeah. So I'll have the next version of this team. I'll have to edit to account for Roaring Moon. The things that do the least in these games are Amoonguss and Samurott. But Amoonguss is a trooper. I just haven't run into... I'm running into horrible matchups. I run into... So here comes the Roaring Moon, like I said. It's attack boosting. So we'll Surf here. Right, that did good damage. Unless he's a Roost. So he has to Terra. Well, he can Acro now. But you'll eventually have to Terra. I guess not. No, if I go Tusk, he has to Terra. No. Yes. If he goes Tusk. If I go Tusk, he's going to Terra. Because it's too risky. If I Terra and you don't. So there's the Acro. I'm going to go Tusk with a Quickness. Because if I don't go with a Quickness, he's not going to Terrestrialize. I still think I Terra here. No, because the game becomes an issue. I need this ally. I need it super healthy. So let's say he Terras Amoonguss Sack. Let's say he doesn't Terra. I don't know why I wouldn't Terra this now though. Yeah, he does. Right. Okay, where's Effect Spore when you need him most? He vanished. Shoot. Yeah, I need a counter for this. Like, this is too... And it's not even a surprise factor thing. I have to do too much to beat one mon. And then the Goldengo. So let's say that and then I can't just sleep and let the Goldengo have its way. So let's say I go Gambit. He's gonna Acro for sure as I Sucker. Let me see if Sucker kills. Fallen 3. See if I give up another one. King's Gambit. I guess Roaring Moon is back in popularity now. Fallen 3. Roaring Moon. Holy Booster. Flying. Sucker does 63 to 74. I timed out. That's whack, but I was going to lose. Well, I shouldn't have timed out though. He's at 70. So I didn't know I did that little time left. So Fallen 4. My apologies for that. It's fine though. I'll get the points back. The Fallen 4 gave me a better shot. He was at 70. So I would have sacked Pult, went Gambit, Suckered, and I killed him. Then he'd have to go to his Gambit on me. I'd go to my Great Tusk. It depends on what his Goldengo is. He could double that turn. Yeah, it would depend on a lot of things. But I'd have to edit the version of the team, because right here, whenever I edit my teams, it's usually when I'm losing purely the matchup. Meaning, there's no amount of, like, there is no period where the opponent's skill was the reason they won here. Right. No matter how much I thought ahead, no matter how much it was poorly constructed for Roaring Moon. So once that's the case, then you want to edit your team, because you never want to just lose to pure matchup, to something that's apparently common. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.